Hello and welcome to the January edition of Digging Up Positivity. From this year on, we aim to have a new video every Saturday of the month featuring amazing charity results from the furry fandom, wholesome animation and awesome news and a special guest. This month we are having an interview with Maying from Maying Fantasy Creations. And trust me when I say, we can use some positive news this year, now more than ever. So here are the charities, starting with a little update from last year from the Furry Charity Index. One entry that certainly does deserve some love is the group Furs for Life. This wonderful group has been responsible for raising $32,315 for the Seattle Children's Hospital through some amazing streams. Many thanks to good means like TK Wolf for making this all possible, and they are showing no signs of stopping. And now for the January charity updates. This year we're starting out strong with two amazing events, the first one being Flappy New Year, where Adler the Eagle and their friends got together with a really cool stream, raising $14,525 for Give Kids the World, a non-profit organization to provide critically ill children with their families a vacation at no cost. The other big event that started this year was Furvester, where yours truly was the guest of honor, and the charity was the Cat Boat in Amsterdam, a cat shelter. And they sent two amazing people to the convention who loved every bit of it.
Yeah, in total it's 8,561.27.
I don't think that's good enough. I am very good at numbers. And I'm gonna say something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
How do you know the code of my luggage?
What about that?
I could probably remember that. Maybe. Or the program starts counting at 0. Does that still work?
I think so. But what do you think? Huh?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. 12,345 euros in total for the cat boat.
While this amount is indeed the chair's locker combination, such a satisfying number converted to US dollars is $12,718.08. Our friends from Anthro Northwest raised $18,410.76 for Starvey Wildlife, a care center dedicated to save the lives of the sick, orphaned, injured, displaced and debilitated wildlife animals that are entrusted to their care, with the aim to successfully return them to their native habitats. Painted Desert Furcon raised $10,315 for Crystal's Critter Haven, a volunteer animal rescue, but they also allow animals to rehabilitate. They are a sanctuary for all sorts of animals. In Ireland we had Furry Not New Year, traditionally held in January after the fireworks have been long gone, where Irish furs go to dance the night away. This year it was sold out and they raised $4,158.62 for Mutt's Anonymous Dog Rescue and Adoption, which stands for Madra for short, which means dog in Irish, a very creative name for a dog shelter. And on the other side of the world, we had a fan favorite returning as well. In Japan, we had the Japan meeting of Furries, who were raising money for the Toyohashi Zoo and Botanical Park. Together, they managed to raise $24,941.86. Back in the USA, we had Anthro New England, where 5,761 critters raised $40,000 to be divided between their two charities. Wing of the Dawn, a wildlife rehabilitation center, and Queer Scouts, an all-volunteer run organization whose mission it is to organize fun, inclusive events where members of the LGBTQ+ community can have fun, share skills and empower each other in a safe environment. And yours truly was honored to be a part of a colorful bunch who collected in the Dutch city of Breda for Kika, Kinderen, Kankervrij, an organization that strives for a world where cancer amongst children is no longer a death sentence. Together we raised $249.90. The furry fandom has a very big presence in VR chat, and one of the more well-known furries there is Hiu. Unfortunately, he was diagnosed with kidney failure at the age of 28, changing his life drastically. After sharing this news with his community, his friend Photographer, who we met through VR chat, offered him to travel to his place and become a live kidney donor for Hiu. Of this amazing act of friendship and love, a movie has been made, which includes this wonderful virtual world, including worlds from Virality Aqua, which Hiu helped create. This movie has premiered at the Sundance Festival, sharing this amazing story with the entire world. It seems so long ago, those turbulent years when the plague hit us, but even this day organizations are recovering, including furry events. One of them is the Furry Underground Dance in France. And this year they managed to schedule an edition once more for April the 12th, and the tickets are on sale right now for a wonderful night filled with beats. The link is in the description below. Meerkats sure know how to party, especially at Peak Wildlife Park in the UK. They had a wonderful Piniata party for the little diggers. One wonderful star, filled with good grubs. Just look at them go! It is no secret that I really love art, but not just furry related. One thing I share with Anthony, who was on this show before with amazing works in different styles. This time he took on a piece featuring the cast from The Bad Guys and Zootopia in the style of famous Dutch artist Rembrand. I really like it when people explore different angles to reimagine characters. The Korean Chonggang Animation School released a wonderful animated short by their students named Chili, about a kid named Oscar who falls in love with his neighbor Ipona, and he tries to impress her with his small pet fish Chili. But there are some really big consequences of his actions. You can really see the passion with the mesh of animation styles here. It really is a fun watch, seeing this little neighbor kid trying to impress Ipona. Will it all go fine? Just check it out for yourself. I really loved Lemon Demon, but I recently got introduced to Whitehurst through an awesome fan animation by Wiki4. It truly is an amazing bob, and the fan animation itself really matches the silliness of the tune. And I love the heck out of that robot cat. Now, I need my own army of robot meerkats so I can conquer the world. This month at Digging Up Positivity, we have a very special guest from the Dutch furry fandom. She is one of the people responsible for the wonderful furry stand that we have at Dutch Comic Con, introducing many new people to the furry fandom. But she, behind that, is so much more. She makes amazing fursuits and amongst other things. So, hello Maying.
Well, I'm Maying from Maying Fancy Creations. I'm a Dutch fursuit maker for around 5 years now. And the last edition of Dutch Comic Con, I was there with my stand, so that's where you all probably know me from.
Yeah, that stand was not just you. It was an amazing stand with various people representing the furry fandom and an entire photo booth. It was so much fun. But this all started with one thing. How did you get in touch with the furry fandom?
Well, a friend of me asked me to make a hat in the shape of a wolf because she had Red Riding cosplay, Red Riding Hood. And she asked if I wanted to make that. I wasn't too sure about it then, but I was like, well, never done that before. I think I can do it, so I'm gonna try. So I made that hat, I posted it online, and from that there came a lot more interest, and people wanted to see more, and they placed commissions. So then the ball started rolling, and after that I started making ears and a little headband, I started making tails, and well, then I started making fursuits.
Oh wow! And I was about to ask from what inspired you, but this kind of answers that question. But and the whole thing in Dutch Comic Con, it was amazing working together with you, and a lot of people got in contact with you. But could you tell us, how did that idea to have that stand together with a furry fandom information booth came to be?
Well, when I started my business, it was always a dream to be a part of Dutch Comic Con. I was like, if I can stand there with my products, I've made it. So that was always a dream. And a few years ago, I started doing facts in Belgium with a good friend of mine, Polka Spots, and we collaborated to get a stand there together. She also wanted to go to Dutch Comic Con, but the waiting list is pretty long, and we weren't sure how we could make this happen. Polka is really good in networking, and she got to know a person from Dutch Comic Con. That way we could have a conversation with spokesperson of Dutch Comic Con. They really wanted us to be there with a furry stand. Polka and me decided to get Misto Creations into the mix. Also a good friend of ours, so she could help us. All three of us had a lot of different talents that we could put together to make this happen. So that's a little bit of how it started, and we got a lot of amazing people in the mix as well that could help us. So last edition of Dutch Comic Con was the first time we got a furry stand there.
Yeah, and it was amazing. We had this huge information stand. We met so many new people, and it was amazing. The responses were so good. We all went on photos. We had photo shoots with other famous furries within the fandom. It was just amazing. But seeing all these happy moments, that makes me wonder, what is your favorite moment in the furry fandom?
That is a hard question. I'm not too sure. Comic-Con was amazing, it was great, it was my dream come true. But I have so many great moments in the fandom. Every time I finish a commission and I see my customer get so happy with their fursuit, they're all little favorite moments.
Oh, giving joy like that is just amazing. It sounds so good. But for all those people that get new fursuits and all those people that meet us at that convention stand, what would you advise to someone who is new to the furry fandom, who is at the first step of their amazing journey?
Well, take it easy, take your time, do a lot of research, and a suit isn't needed to be a furry. You can perfectly be a furry without having a fursuit. It's not something you need. And what I said, do a lot of research, take your time, and get to know a lot of amazing people and make new friends.
Oh yes, enjoy every moment of it and just take it all in. This is a wonderful piece of advice. Well, thank you very much for this lovely interview and taking your time for this. And I would like to wish you well and hopefully see you at next Dutch Comic Con.
Well, thank you as well, and we will definitely be at the next edition of Dutch Comic Con in the summer. of 2025.
Awesome. See you there.
See you later.
A huge thank you for staying with us till the very end of this first episode of 2025. The very next episode will be on Saturday, March the 1st. If you want more Meerkat goodness, do check out my weekly-ish live streams on Twitch, which are mirrored on this very YouTube channel. And of course, I have my little Meerkat store at Artwork Tea with amazing hoodies, t-shirts, stickers and more. And now for a special thanks to my wonderful supporters. We have on Subscribestar Barré de Floof, Cosmic with a K, Hanzana, Manic and Taros. We have the YouTube members Joey and Mavi, Lorek Bernison 086, and also an extra thank for all those donations on the live streams. You are amazing. Longtooth, Whipper, and on Patreon, Tantru McNally, Ishnula, Els Dekkers. But also on Twitch, our subscribers Drohan the Starbear, Lady Lian, Tratron the Dragon, Mino the Badger, Light Nympha, Falconio, Clovers, Hanzana Jansen, Jake RG, Svex the Mischievous Fox, Yabu Yin, and a special thanks also to Evolver. Stay awesome and all the hugs. See you next time.